Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you could join me today for another tutorial. I am so glad you loved my Valentine's cardigan I posted last week. I'm so sorry about being all over the place with posting, but I am super busy in the few next weeks. So yeah, not a lot of time to film myself on my hands, edit and all that, and also impossible for me to post on every Friday. And that is a good reason why you should click on that little bell to be notified every time I post something new, since it's not going to be for the next few weeks very regular. Just telling you, just in case you wanna be, the first one to see what I'm doing. But yeah, I hope everything is going well. Today we are going to make this beautiful Moroccan tile baby blanket. So in love with it, super cool. We had done a few things with Moroccan tile. I will try to track the tutorials that I have made with explaining to you what is the Moroccan tile. I'll post here a little information card where you can click on it. It will take you to that specific video. Of course, I will re-explain it to you one step at a time, slowly but surely. I used that beautiful Scheepjes yarn that I had talked about in my Hobby Lobby haul. Again, I will post the Hobby Lobby haul that I had done a few months ago. Love those yarns. They're those mini, super baby cute skeins of yarn. And it already is arranged with a beautiful gradient scheme of color. There is a stone watch and then there is a regular one. I used both of them and mixed them up. Of course, you can use any sport yarn of your choice. For example, the Barocco DK would be perfect for that. I just liked the array of color and I wanted to make mine really colorful. And since the colors are arranged in the box, I'll put a picture of the box right there. It makes it really easy to make that beautiful gradient color. So here are the two blankets. I loved it so much that I made it in two different colors. And I made a beautiful border around it that I will show you how to create, which adds the little special touch. Sometimes adding those little details makes the whole different. And then, of course, I asked my mother-in-law to line it with fleece to make it soft for little babies. And that's about it. If you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Totally free. Click on the subscribe button. It looks like this. It's below the camera, right there. You click on that and then you click on the little bell. Anyway, don't hesitate to click on that little bell, as I said before, to be notified every time I post something new. Here are my social medias. If you don't have enough of me here and you want, for whatever reason, more of me, you can find me there. And that is it. So if you are interested in knowing how to create this beautiful baby blanket, keep on watching. In the meantime, happy crochet. With your base color yarn, in my case it is white, take your yarn and your crochet hook and make a slip knot. And now you're going to proceed by chaining a multiple of 3 chains. I made 93 chains in total because that is the size that I wanted. And you're going to do your baby blanket as long as you wish. Once you have your desired number of chains, you're going to make a single crochet in the first chain. Then you are going to chain 2. You're going to skip 2 chains, and in the third one you are going to make a single crochet. Then chain 2. Skip 2 chains and make a single crochet in the third one. Chain 2, skip 2 chains and make a single crochet in the third chain. And that is what you're going to do all along your first row. This is what your work will look like at the end of your first row. You are going to drop your loop from your hook. You are going to take your safety pin and pass it through the loop and secure it. Now you're going to go all the way back where you had made your first single crochet. Pass your crochet hook into the first single crochet you had made. Take your first color and join. Make your first chain and then make 3 more. You should have 4 chains in total. You have 4 chains in total. Now we're going to work in that first little chain 2 we had made at row 1. Now around that chain you're going to make a double crochet. And then another, and then another. You have 3 double crochets in that chain 2 space. Chain 1, and in the next chain 2 space, repeat, making 3 double crochet around the chain 2 from the previous row. And this is basically what you are going to do all around your second row. Super simple, right? Chain 1, and then in the next chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets, and I will meet you at the end of your second row. Here you are at the end of your second row, and you see you're meeting the safety pin we had put there. You are going to end your row with a double crochet in the last stitch. Right, pay attention, this step is key. To remember the little stitch we had put the safety pin in, you're going to pass your crochet hook through that little stitch. Through that loop, you have 2 loops on your crochet hook. We are picking up the white yarn again, the base color for our next third row. Then you're going to pass that loop through the first one you had on your crochet hook from the last double crochet you had made. Okay, then you're going to take your safety pin off. You are done with your second row, and I will show you how to make the third row. Alright, for the third row, you're going to chain 2, turn your work around, and of course you are working with your base color, which for us in this case is white. And you're going to go in between the first double crochet you see from row 2 and the first group of 3 double crochet. And you're going to go right back to your first row and find a single crochet in the first row, which is white right there, and you're going to make a double crochet in it. And then you're going to make a chain 1, and in that same stitch another double crochet. You just made a V stitch. Now you're going to find the next single crochet in between the next two groups of 3 double crochets, and in that single crochet from row 1 make a V stitch, which is a double crochet, a chain, and a double crochet. And that is what you're going to do all along your third row. So let's go to the next single crochet from row 1 and do a V stitch in it. And I will meet you at the end of your third row. So you see, we are creating little pockets of colors, and we're just surrounding them and framing them with our V stitches. And that is what is a Moroccan tile stitch is, basically. Here you are at the end of your first row. Look how pretty, super pretty. And we're going to end your third row by making 1 double crochet in the last single crochet right there from the first row. And you are done just like that with your third row. All right, now pay attention, it's key. You will need your safety pin, and you're going to drop the stitch that is on your crochet hook, but passing the safety pin through it. And just like that, it's not going to unravel, because what you are going to do next is go back to the beginning of your third row. Here you are at the beginning of your fourth row, And for your fourth row, you're going to use that same color that we had left right here. You still have that little grayish blue. Pass your crochet hook at the top of the chain 2 we had made and join the colorful yarn and make 4 chains. And then in the next chain, in between the 2 double crochet, in the middle of the V stitch, you are going to make 3 double crochets. Then you're going to chain 1 and then make 3 double crochets again in the middle of the next V stitch. So you're going to have groups of 3 double crochet separated by a chain 1. Chain 1 and go to the next chain, and in the next chain you're going to make again in the middle of the V stitch 3 double crochets, and this is what you're going to do all along your 4th row. And at the end of your 4th row, once you are done with your last group of 3 double crochets, chain 1, right where you had put your safety pin, you are going to, in that stitch, make a double crochet. And this will be the last double crochet of your 4th row. So you have your colorful loop on your crochet hook. Now you're going to take the stitch you had dropped, which is white yarn. Take your safety pin off. Take your safety pin off and pass the white loop, the first one, into the colorful loop. Voila! And just like that, you are done with your 4th row. Hello, Luna! Thank you for coming and visiting. All right, time to leave now. Bye! And now time for your 5th row. Chain 2, turn your work around, and you're working with your white yarn, which is our base color. And this is going to be the same for all rows that are odd numbers. All of rows that will be odd numbers will be our base color. In our case, it is white. So you're going to chain 2, turn your work around, right there, and let's tackle the 5th row. And you're going to find that first single crochet from the 3rd row, and in that single crochet you're going to make a V stitch, which is, remember, a double crochet, a chain, and a double crochet. And then you are going to go to that next single crochet from row 3 in between the 2 next group of 3 double crochet, the colorful one, and in that same stitch, in that same single crochet, make a V stitch. And then that's what you're going to do for the rest of your 5th row, and I will meet you at the end of your 5th row. So here we are at the end of your 5th row. The way you're going to end your 5th row is make a double crochet in the last stitch from row 3. And take your safety pin and secure your stitch. You are going to go back to the beginning of your row 5. Take your crochet hook and pass it through the top of the chain 2 that you had done at the beginning of row 5. And now you're going to take your 2nd color. The mini Scheepjes yarn give me 2 rows of each color. Of course, you can do whatever you want, one color, many colors, but that is what those mini Scheepjes yarn do for me. So now time for my 2nd colors, and I grab this beautiful light mint color, and you are going to grab your new color and you're going to wrap it around your crochet hook and join and make 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in the middle of the first V stitch, right there, you're going to make 3 double crochets. And then you're going to make a chain 1. 1 again in the middle of the next V-stitch, 3 more double crochets, and that is what you are going to do all along that 6th row. Chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets in the middle of the V-stitches. I will meet you at the end of your 6th row. This is what your work will look like, and you will end your 6th row by making a double crochet right in the stitch right there, the last stitch that is in the security pin. Voila, a double crochet, and you're done with your 6th row. But what you're going to do now is take that stitch from the safety pin, the white one, pass the white loop into the colorful loop. Voila, and now you can leave your teal yarn, take your white one, chain 2, turn your work around. We are at the 7th row, which is an odd row, and remember, odd rows are taking the single crochet from the 5th row and making a V-stitch right there in between that first double crochet and the first group of 3 double crochet. Now you're going in between the 2 next group of double crochets, of 3 double crochets, and in that single crochet from row 5 you're going to make a V-stitch, and I will meet you at the end of row 7. Here we are at the end of row 7. You're going to make a double crochet in the last single crochet from row 5. Then you're going to take your safety pin and attach it so it doesn't unravel into the loop. Go back to the beginning of your row 7, and let's tackle row 8 now. And row 8 will be the second color, the second row of that beautiful teal color. Pass your crochet hook through the top of the second chain and chain 4 with that beautiful teal color, and then in the next V-stitch make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, go to the next V-stitch, and in the middle make 3 double crochets, and that is what you're going to do all along your 8th row. And that is basically what you're going to do for the rest of your blanket. So making colors in the even numbers, and then white, which is our base color, in the odd rows. And we're going to do that until we have 73 rows in total. I'm done with 2 of my colors, and this is what it looks like. The next one will be that deep turquoise. I love it, love it, love it. And this is what it looks after 2 more rows of the deep turquoise. You see how I'm creating that ombre color with the Scheepjes yarn, which I love so much. But you can do that with any yarn you want, of course. I would stay with a sport yarn probably to get the same effect. You see, that is the side where I have my safety pin. Then now it's time for a new color, which is an even darker, deeper turquoise with a little bit of purple in it. And I made my 4 rows with that, so the white and the colorful rows, repeating the same thing, guys, over and over and over again with all the different colors, and creating those pockets. So the white yarn is actually enclosing the color and creating the tile effect, which I absolutely love. We are at the end of our 72nd row, and for our 73rd row I will show you how to end. It's a little tiny bit different to just make the ending and the edge a little neater. Of course, my blanket is 73 rows, but of course you can do your blanket as wide and as long as you want. It doesn't even have to be a baby blanket. It can be an adult blanket or a throw. The possibilities, of course, are endless with crochet. Alright, so we are at the end of our 72nd row. Now we are going to do the 73rd row, and we're going to, instead of making V stitches, so begin by making chain 2, but then in the single crochet from the previous odd row, we're just going to make 2 double crochets. No V stitch, no chain in between the 2 double crochets. And we are going to do that all along the last row of your blanket, and it's just going to make it for a neater, more closed little border. and I will meet you at the end of my 73rd row. So pretty! At the end of this last row of your blanket, you're not going to fasten off because we are going to create an edging all around. So you're going to chain one and you're going to pick up single crochets all along the side of your blanket. You are going to first pick up 3 single crochets in the corner stitch. And then you're going to pick up single crochets all along the side of your blanket. And you're going to pick up about 1 single crochet per row. I say about because I pick up my single crochet as I feel it. The most important thing is to have the same amount of single crochet picked up on one side of your blanket than on the other. So it will be symmetrical and not lopsided. Here you go, this is what it looks like, so pretty, and you see how it makes the edging way neater. And you are going to pick up stitches all along the side until you reach a corner. In the corner stitch, you are going to make 3 single crochet, go to the next side, repeat, etc., until you meet the first single crochet right there, until you are done with picking up single crochet around the 4 sides, ending with 3 single crochet in the corner. And now you could just leave it like that, but of course I wanted to add the extra touch. I wanted to add a border, and this is what we're going to do, and I'll show you how to create this amazingly cute border. Slip stitch with the first single crochet you had picked up and chain 1. Alright, you're ready to create that amazingly cute border? Make a single crochet in that same stitch, that corner stitch, another single crochet in the next stitch and in the next. So you have 3 single crochets. And then you are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work around. Now you're going to go back to the first of the single crochet you had made, pass your crochet hook through that single crochet, yarn over and right back. You have 2 loops on your crochet hook and pass 1 loop through the next. You just created a little loop made out of 3 chains. Then 1 chain, turn your work to the right side back, and then inside that little chain 3 loop we created, you're going to make 7 double crochet in that same chain 3 loop. And right now you have the right side of your work facing you too, right? So 7 double crochet in that chain 3 loop. We are creating those little scallops for this beautiful scalloped edge. How cute, here you go, you had that little scallop shell shape made out of 7 double crochets. Find the next stitch, make a single crochet in it, 1, and in the next, another single crochet 2, and in the next, that's 3 single crochets. Now you're going to chain 3 and turn your work around. You are going to have the wrong side of your work facing you. You're going to create that little pocket again, but this time you're going to pass your crochet hook right there, and you're going to go around the post, right on the side bottom of the shell. Let me show you one more time, right there. Then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pass your crochet hook through both of the loops on your hook. All right, and then you're going to chain 1 and you're going to turn your work back to the right side again. You see that little chain 3 loop right there? Inside that loop, you're going to make your 7 double crochets. And by doing that, you're going to have one little shell kind of behind the next. Arranged like little soldier, but one a little behind the next. And that is what is going to give us the little scallop effect that is a little different than the regular scallop border. I really like that border. All right, we're making 7 double crochets. And then again, you're going to find the next stitch. You're going to make a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. You're going to chain 3, turn your work around, wrong side facing you. Go around the post right there at the bottom right of the shell, around the post, yarn over through the both loops on your hook, chain 1, turn your work back to the right side, and inside that loop make 7 double crochets. And that is what you're going to do all around your blanket. So making those beautiful little shell scallop border. And yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it. And it's the perfect finishing touch for this beautiful blanket. I will show you what to do when you reach a corner. Do you see how dainty it looks when they're right behind another? Neatly arranged. I love that look. Totally in love with this new border of mine. How gorgeous. And you're going to continue like that, making those little shell scallops all around your blanket. Look how beautiful it is. Can we take a moment to admire those beautiful colors, stone washed colors of that Scheepjes yarn? I wish they would make bigger sizes of those. I would totally buy big yarns of those colors. They're gorgeous. And the scallop border is adorable. What do you think? I really, really like it. And here you go. You're going to continue to make that border all around your blanket until you meet that first little shell scallop you had created. And then you fasten off and you are done, my friends. What did you think? I am totally smitten by this beautiful baby blanket. And I am thinking that one day I will make a blanket like that for myself. A huge big one. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial as much as I have enjoyed creating it for you. I am looking forward to many more. And in the meantime, happy crochet and see you next time. Bye. Went to Florida. Oops. Hello. Yeah, working. Go a little closer. Closer. Hello. So yeah, another of the I used oh my god. And since it's arranged for you already, this makes those are what the microphone that they use. Look at my beautiful microphone, it's huge. Those are the microphone that they use in ASMR, when people talk like that. And it's really calming. And me, it annoys the crap out of me. Oops, sorry, I said the C word. But anyway, by the way, if you are interested in me making a tutorial talking like that, and if that is something you would like, please let me know, because I would do it for you. That would be actually kind of funny and annoying at the same time, maybe. I don't know.